A regular robot vacuum sweeps your floors. A vacuum mop combo actually cleans them, but only if it has real scrubbing power, not just a damp pad dragging around behind it. Here's the one thing you need to know before we start. Mop type is everything. Stationary and vibrating pads barely clean. Rotating discs and roller mops genuinely scrub, and that's exactly where prices roughly double. Keep that in mind as the numbers climb. Two more quick filters. If you've got carpet, check for auto mop lifting, or you'll be mopping your carpet. And don't let the mop talk distract you from suction. Anything under 6,000 pascals will struggle with pet hair. For context, that's roughly the suction equivalent of a mid-range corded vacuum. The picks on this list go way past that. Let's count down 5 of the best robot vacuum mop combos on the market right now. Budget pick first, best overall last, so stick around for that one. Starting with the budget pick, and for the price, the Roborock Q 10S5 Plus punches above its weight. Roborock rates it at 10,000 pascals of suction, and the Vibrarize 2.0 mop vibrates up to 3,000 times a minute to actually scrub rather than drag. It auto-lifts the mop about 8 millimeters on carpet, and PreciSense LiDAR builds detailed maps. The 2.7-liter dust bag is rated for up to 70 days between empties, genuinely long for this price tier. 2 honest cons. First, there's no mop washing or drying in this dock. You're rinsing the pad yourself. Second, independent testing found its obstacle avoidance is weak, scoring well below average. It uses basic sensors instead of a camera, so it can run over cables or small objects you forgot to pick up. If your floors are usually clear, that's a non-issue. If they're not, budget some pre-cleaning time. Best for tight budgets, simple floor plans, no carpet. If the Roborock Q10 is already sounding like your pick, I've linked it in the description below. I do earn a small commission if you buy through it, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. The Eufy 25 is a roller mop at a price that still feels reasonable. Its hydrojet system continuously re-wets the roller with clean water during the clean. Eufy's own materials cite different numbers depending on the source, somewhere between roughly twice a second and several times a minute, but the principle holds either way. It's actively rinsing as it goes, not spreading the same dirty water around your floor. Suction is rated at 20,000 pascals, and the Duo Spiral anti-tangle brushes are well reviewed for pet hair. The dock handles auto-emptying, mop washing and drying, and supports up to 5 saved floor plans. The honest con here is noise. Independent measurements for this model vary a lot, from the high 50s decibels up into the 70s, depending on the test and mode, so don't assume it's whisper quiet. Best for pet owners and multi-room homes who want roller mop performance without flagship pricing. If hard floors and real mopping are your priority, this is built for that job. Ecovac's Blast system claims 30,000 pascals, but the real headline is the Osmo Roller 3.0, a 10.6-inch self-washing roller that scrubs with continuous pressure instead of wiping, rinsing itself with fresh water through dozens of nozzles as it goes. A dedicated carpet first mode vacuums carpet dry, then mops hard floors separately, so you're not dragging a wet roller across rugs. The honest con. Independent reviewers consistently rate its navigation as the weakest part of the package. It's cautious around clutter and cables, and tends to skip cluttered areas rather than work around them. If your home has an open layout, that matters less. If it's busy with furniture legs, cords, and toys, weigh it against more confident navigators. Best for mostly hard floor homes that want the deepest mop and don't mind tidying cords first. If deep carpet cleaning is the priority, the Dream X60. Max Ultra is the strongest option here, full stop. Dream rates it at 35,000 pascals using a retractable pressure plate that seals against the floor for stronger pickup on embedded dust and hair. For mopping, dual spinning pads press with 15 newtons of force at 230 revolutions per minute using heated water to cut grease. The dock is rated for up to 100 days of dust disposal between empties, the longest on this list. The honest con: independent reviewers found that the sheer number of settings can work against you out of the box. With defaults, it can occasionally mop when it should vacuum or wet a carpet it should have avoided. Spend 20 to 30 minutes dialing in your home settings, and it reportedly runs very well after that. But it isn't quite unbox and forget. Best for carpet-heavy homes, pet hair embedded in rugs, buyers willing to spend a little setup time for the best result. This isn't necessarily the single best at any one thing on this list, and that's exactly why it's the safest pick for most people watching. The Roborock Saros 10R is broadly excellent across the board, instead of winning one category and compromising everywhere else. At 3.14 inches tall, it slides under furniture most flagships physically can't reach, using a built-in sensor system instead of a raised LiDAR tower. Suction is rated at 22,000 pascals, with anti-tangle brushes that independent testers have rated as genuinely effective. The 10-in-1 dock covers hot water mop washing, hot air drying, and roughly 60 days of auto dust collection. And it can detect a heavily soiled spot and give it an extra pass automatically. The honest con: at 22,000 pascals, it doesn't match the Dream's 35,000 for the single deepest carpet clean. And one independent review noted its vibrating mop still trails dual roller systems on the toughest dried-on stains. But weighing suction, mopping, navigation, and dock automation together, not just one spec sheet number, it's the most consistently well-reviewed all-rounder on this list. Best for pretty much everyone who doesn't have a specific deep carpet or hard floor only need. If you're not sure which category you fall into from the last 4 picks, this is the one to get. Quick recap. Best overall is the Roborock Saros 10R. That's my top pick if you just want one confident answer. For deep carpet, it's the Dream X60 Max Ultra. For hard floors and real mopping power, the Esovax T90 Pro Omni. For flagship tech at a fairer price, the UFY E25, and for the best budget pick, the Roborock Q 10S5 Plus. All 5 are linked in the description. You already know which one fits your home. Go get it. See you in the next one.